What's up, mother truckers? Shit. Here we go. Here we go. Your boy is live. Let's freaking get it. Yeah. Bop, bop, bop. Yo, super excited. What do we got? TikTok, IG, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. It is your boy, your coach, your guy. Whether you hate me or love me, it doesn't matter. We're going to be spitting some value on today's podcast. I'm super excited. Happy Friday. As you guys roll in, let me know how your day is going in the comments. What do you got planned for Christmas, New Year's? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Today I'm going to be yelling into this microphone and recording another podcast episode for you guys today. Going to be talking about stop talking and start working. It's going to be good. It's going to be some shit that you guys need to hear. And to give you some context on it, might piss you off. Might piss you off a little bit because I pride myself. Hold on, I'm going to lower this for a second. I pride myself on my page, in my content, and in this podcast to provide you guys with actionable information based on my experiences. And yeah, sometimes it takes some tough love and it might frustrate you a little bit in the moment. But I know that over time, when you look back, it's going to be something you're really thankful for. So, yo, I'm super excited. I'm going to take another sip here. I'm just going to give people a minute to tune in. What's up, TikTok? Drop some fire if you guys could hear me clearly and let me know how your day is going in the chat box. Friday, another weekend is here. I'm a little congested today. My allergies are acting up, but it doesn't matter. What am I going to do? Not record the podcast episode? Are you kidding me? We don't call out here. We don't miss. Normally, I do these in the afternoon, but I'm trying in the morning slot today. We're going with the morning slot today, so feeling a little frisky. Nick, what's up, brother? Bell, what's going on? Asuma, yes, there we go. Michael Rodriguez, what is up, my brother? Cool, love it. Thank you guys for tuning in and spending some time here today. Let's get right into it. Let's freaking do it. All right, we're gonna count down from 3, and then we're going to start this podcast episode recording. So, without further ado, let's get into today's episode in 3, 2, and 1. Come on. There it is. Okay, my laptop lags for a second. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of the Shit Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Sal. Let's freaking get it. In today's episode, I'm calling you guys out a little bit. Now, if you're sensitive, this is your fair warning to either buckle up or click out of this because we're talking about the concept to stop talking and stop. Oh, wow, I completely botched that. Hey, we're here. Stop talking, start working. That's what I'm saying. Comment coming in. Love your content and mindset. Keep crushing, brother. Nick, thank you. I appreciate you. But to stay on task with this episode, that's what we're talking about. Stop talking and start working, because I honestly have been talking to so many people about what they want to do coming the new year, but what are you actually doing about it? So in today's episode, I wanted to break down this concept because I see too many people struggling right now with their goals. We're talking about all these things and nothing is getting done, right? And we're continuously telling all these other people in our lives about the things that we want to do, but what are we actually doing about them day to day, right? And it's not just fitness that I'm talking about, because yes, I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, but I think all the things I always speak about on this podcast apply to much more than that, to all aspects of living, how you operate every single day, right? I always talk about that. If you listen to this podcast frequently, you know that's what we talk about, right? So in this episode, we're going to change that. We're going to rewire your mindset a little bit, work on some of the poor habits that a lot of us struggle with, and myself have struggled with in the past. So that's the purpose of today's episode, ditching that talk for good, because you deserve more for yourself, right? Now, full transparency, I was that dude for quite some time, majority of my life, continuously talking about all the things that I wanted to do and not really putting in much work. If anything, I used to lie a lot, to be honest, to make myself feel better, right? Like, if anything, I wasn't actually doing that shit because I was lazy when I was younger. Now, I would tell everybody about all the cool shit that I was doing, whether it was the girl I was talking to or maybe, the hit that I got in the baseball game, yada, yada, like talking about all this shit that would make me feel better, right? But in reality, most people only care about themselves, right? But the thing is like, we're seeking that validation from other people because it makes ourselves feel better internally, right? Let me know if you guys could resonate with that in the comments. If so, drop some fire. If you're listening to this on the audio replay, let me know. Shoot me a message on my Instagram, okay? Because I'm sure that we could all relate to that to some degree, right? And looking back, I think it's a defense mechanism, honestly. I really do. And most of the time, it's because we're trying to protect our insecurities with that, looking for validation from other people. Now, again, this is just me and my experience. And you're probably wondering, hey, like, why are you talking about this? Well, because I see so many people, right, who are constantly talking about all the things that they want to do, but not really doing too much about it. So instead of actually doing the task and working on yourself and putting in the effort, you tell your friends and family that you're doing these things or you want to do these things, but you're not doing it. Right? So instead of actually doing them, you're just talking about it. That's the purpose of this episode. Stop talking and start working, right? Because here's the thing. If we spend half of that energy instead of complaining and bitching and whining and talking about all these things and actually doing the fucking work, then you probably have the result. We should be spending more of our effort and our time and our energy focused on working towards a solution to the said problem, because that is obviously going to get you closer. Now you're aware of that, right? So it just comes down to execution. And that's something that I really like to focus on with my clients too. Now, if you're a client in my program, you know this, okay? You know this. We're focused on action, setting goals, celebrating wins, right? Doing the best that you can, focusing on what you have control over, letting the rest go. You know, like I always ask my clients to post accountability in the group, tag me on the stories. I always follow up with your commitments. I'm deep and extensive in the check-ins, right? Because like that shit is important to me. Now, maybe that's a different episode for another day, but as far as this podcast goes, that's really what we're trying to hammer home is it doesn't matter what you say. Action is the cure all, right? Because you can talk all you want, say whatever you want. I made a reel about this yesterday. You can say whatever you want to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. You either have the results or you don't. It's a very simple game. So if we're continuously exerting all this energy on talking about it, the question I always have is, what are you actually doing about it? Right? Getting the change that you want isn't going to happen by accident. Logically, we understand that. So what is holding you back from actually achieving your goals? And that's what we're trying to highlight here. Is this making sense so far? If you're getting value, let me know. Drop some fire in the chat box. Preach. I'm getting a lot of love over here on TikTok. Yo, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Do we have anything over here from Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube? Probably not. It's early. You guys are probably doing your thing. Doesn't matter. We're switching up the times here today. I don't give a fuck. Glitter. What is that name? I can't pronounce that. Sorry. But let's keep this podcast episode rolling. Where was I right here? I'm trying to make sure that I stay on task. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, so realistically, at the end of the day, all that matters is action, right? Stop talking, start doing. Obviously, like, it might not be perfect. It might be a little messy. It's probably not going to align with how you feel like it's supposed to look like. What I mean by that is I think a lot of us have this fixation in our minds of what we think our fitness journey or our lives are supposed to look like, when in reality, oftentimes it's the opposite of that. It's the opposite, right? Like, it's funny when I think about where I'm at, I didn't think I would be doing what I'm doing right now, but I am. Why? Because I continuously take action outside of my comfort zone. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. And if you're spending all your time and energy talking about the shit that you're doing, you're literally wasting your entire existence. So we're aware of that, because here's the thing, like, where we understand this, but it's much easier to make that excuse than it is to actually do the fucking work. But that right there, what I just said, if you take nothing else from this episode, take that. That is the separation from where you're at right now and where you want to be. And here's the thing, like, we're all capable of doing the things that we want to do. We're all capable of succeeding right now in this very moment. And you know what's crazy is that there's another person right now, as you're listening to this, regardless of where you are on this planet, that is doing exactly what you want to do right now. And they're succeeding and they're thriving. Why? Because they fucking take the action and you're not. And that should piss you off. That should aggravate you, that there's another person succeeding and crushing the goals that you want, but you're not doing it because you're too focused on making excuses and talking about it and blaming these circumstances, pointing the finger and playing the victim card. Now, I say that with conviction. Why? Because for a majority of my life, I did the same things. Now, being, I guess you could say, on the other side of the spectrum now, it's a little different for me, which is why I'm talking about this thing with energy and passion. Because for so many years of my life, I would always make excuses and play the victim card as to why I wasn't where I wanted to be. And I was continuously lying and talking and complaining and bitching about all the things that I didn't have, right? But that's the purpose of today's episode, is that you're capable. We just need to stop talking about bullshit and stop pointing the finger and actually get outside of your comfort zone. That's the thing, is that sitting in your bubble of complacency and continuously seeking that comfort, that's where dreams go to die. And like I said, that should piss you off. So guys, to recap this episode, stop talking, start working, talk is cheap. All that matters is that you're doing something for yourself every single day. And if you're not happy with where you're at right now, then that's your sign. Like, yo, like, let's go. What are we waiting for? Like, taking an honest look at your habits is the first step to real change, right? Because you either find a way to make it happen or you find an excuse. You get one body, one mind, one life. And ultimately, when you look back on that one life that you have, how do you want to feel about it? That's powerful. And that's your choice today, right now, as you listen to this episode. If you're in your car, walking, cooking, at the gym, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are right now in this moment. As you listen to this episode, you either find a way to make it happen or you find a fucking excuse. And the other person right now is succeeding. So the question I have for you, what's stopping you? What's holding you back? Push through that. You're capable. You're powerful. There's nothing really stopping you other than the limiting beliefs that you continuously put upon yourself. And that's your choice today on how you're choosing to navigate through your life. I believe in you. You got the shit. Listen, take what we talked about today and just make a subtle tweak for yourself. Literally, it could be maybe instead of skipping a workout or not going for a walk, that you actually do that, right? Instead of maybe having that shitty meal and reaching for the ice cream, you reach for a nutrient-dense meal. Or maybe instead of staying up late and playing video games and watching Netflix, you go to bed when you actually said you're supposed to. Why? Because it's going to help you tremendously in all aspects of your life. Why? Better sleep, better nutrition, more inclined to exercise. You're doing all those things. You're creating all kinds of endorphins and regulating your hormones and all these things. We can go all day with that. But you know, at the end of the day, if you just move your body, get good sleep and eat good food, you're going to feel and look a lot better. And overall, it's just going to improve your quality of life. And that's all you have is your quality of living. So that should be important to you. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you taking a couple minutes to spend with me today. Hope you have the best day of your entire life. Peace, love, and protein. We'll see you guys in the next one. Let's freaking get it. Ooh! Matthews Williams, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you guys. That is all I had for today. Thank you guys for spending a few minutes with your boy. We are logging off. We are finishing up what we got to do, and that's it. So, happy Friday. Hope you guys have an amazing freaking weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. I completely forgot to mention. If you'd like a free copy of my new and improved holiday recipe guide, just message me the word book on whatever platform you're watching this. And also, we're going to be running a 6-week challenge starting January 9th. So if you'd like the details on that, just message me challenge on whichever platform you're on. I should have said that at the beginning and I forgot and I'm pissing myself. Fuck, but we'll do it tomorrow. Peace.